Hey, when I first powered on the Odyssey Ark 55-inch, it wasn't just a big screen moment, it was a shift in how I experienced everything I was watching and playing. Suddenly my old gear felt like a narrow window, and this felt like stepping inside the action instead of just observing it. Before you go deeper, take a moment to check the current price and stock. Gaming monitors with this level of immersion and performance don't stay at strong value for long. This is for you, the person who's ever leaned into a corner during intense gameplay, felt motion blur steal your focus, or found yourself saying this scene should look bigger, not just bigger physically. I was there too, watching titles I loved but feeling like something was lost somewhere between frame and reaction. Then one night I fired this up and suddenly motion felt fluid, details stayed alive in every shadow and highlight, and I realized my old screen was just holding me back. That's the moment you know you've outgrown compromise. Once the Odyssey Ark is part of your setup, everything feels connected. That 1000 arc curvature doesn't just fill your field of view, it embraces it in a way that makes you feel surrounded, not separated from the scene. Quantum Mini LED doesn't just make colors bright, it sculpts contrast so deep blacks stay intact and highlights don't wash out in daylight. With a 165 Hz refresh and 1 millisecond response, every frame feels alive, every motion feels intentional, and your inputs finally reflect an on-screen action without hesitation. I've lived with this through marathon gaming sessions where every frame counts, competitive matches where split-second reactions matter, and cinematic runs where HDR10 Plus delivers depth you didn't know you were missing. AMD FreeSync Premium Pro keeps tears out of the experience so visuals stay smooth even when everything's firing at once. And that 4-input multi-view isn't a gimmick, it's a productivity and gameplay feature that actually expands how I use my screen instead of limiting it. Performance here isn't just numbers on a sheet, it's the feeling you get when contrast actually stays sharp, motion actually stays crisp, and every detail feels placed and intentional. It isn't about pixels per inch or fast specs, it's about how responsive and connected everything feels the moment you sit down. While you're thinking it over, don't let price swings or stock quirks be the reason you miss out. Displays this immersive and high performance disappear fast once gamers and creators actually experience what they do. If you're hesitating because your current display gets by, here's what hits you after a few days with this: anything weaker starts to feel flat, like you're watching motion instead of being part of it. You start noticing contrast you didn't see before, motion that finally feels true to your reactions, and a presence that doesn't just show you the moment, places you in it. That's the kind of upgrade you don't just hear, you feel. Curvature that feels immersive, not gimmicky, motion that stays smooth and responsive, contrast that stays deep, and intentional multi-view that genuinely expands utility, HDR that actually reveals detail, size needs space to breathe, not as bright as some premium LED flagships. There comes a point where comparisons fade because the choice you keep circling back to is the one that already felt right from your first session. Don't let this be the upgrade you delay and then look back on wishing you jumped on it sooner. Check the current price and make the move. This is the display that finally matches how seriously you play, watch, and experience every moment.